1 in every 4 rows of soybeans in every field in the entire United States of America has to go abroad. China is the largest importer of soybeans in the world. They import 61% of the world's market. Last year, we sent around $12 billion, I think $14 billion worth of soybeans the year before. For the first time in 20 years, China's bought 0 soybeans and 0 new crop corn out of this country.
0?
So we went from 12 billion to 0.
Where are they buying the soybeans?
Brazil. You see, we lost 42% of our market share in the first tariff war. In Trump's first tariff war, the Chinese went to buying their soybeans from Brazil. They invested billions of dollars in Brazilian infrastructure. They have moved into Africa, and they're going to commercially farm in Africa. Since we left with USAID, they moved their Belt and Road program into Africa. So we've pretty much lost the Chinese market share. If we got 100% of the soybean business, Katie, for every country in the world except for Brazil and Argentina, we would still only have half the soybean business that China is.
What would you say is the biggest issue facing your community?
Right now, it's basically all of our small town farmers getting pushed out for bigger corporations. I mean, there's 15, 20 farmers that I know personally that are now getting pushed out to all these big 2,000 to 3,000 cow barns. These small town guys, that's all we've got. We had a 5-generation dairy farm. Milk prices dropped so hard we had to sell all of our dairy cows. We lost our big income right there. Big corporation, they lose 30 cents a gallon. It's not a big deal, but down here, we lose 30 cents a gallon. That's feed for a winter. That's food on our tables.
What do you think could address this problem?
The only way we can really be able to do it is if there's any sort of funding we can get from the government. Help us out. We're struggling here.
What do you think about Trump?
Oh, I support Trump. He's bringing us back to where we should have been. All these immigration laws, I have nothing against when they come in legally, but when they're jumping borders, they're hurting us right there. I mean, they're taking jobs away from us.
Well, the Democrats were right again, and it turns out the farmers of Iowa are completely shit out of luck, specifically because they voted for Trump, okay? Because his policies have double fucked them, okay? Starting with USAID. Now, you might say, why would USAID be connected to the farmers of Iowa? Well, turns out that USAID was one of their most reliable customers. We were spending up to $2 billion every year buying soybeans from them and then shipping them overseas to feed poor, starving children. Until our Christian president got in office and he said, "What? We are sending food overseas to feed hungry children? For Christ's sake, shut that down immediately." Well, in doing that, they have now taken away the second largest, most reliable customer for these soybean farmers in Iowa. Now, who was their number one customer? Well, it used to be China, and up until recently, they were buying 60% of our soybean exports out of America. But Daddy Trump came in and jacked up these tariffs, started a trade war with China, and now these soybean farmers have lost their number one customer. So now these soy boys are sitting on a Scrooge McDuck level of soybeans with absolutely nobody to sell them to. And that is why they are begging Daddy Trump for a bailout and for him to cut the shit with China so we can get rid of these tariffs. It's amazing. Trump supporters put him in office hoping that he would just ruin the lives of all the people who they hated. But they didn't realize that Trump isn't on their team. He's on Team Billionaire, not on Team Farmer or Team Trucker or Team Everyday American. He only cares about rich people. Anyway, happy Sunday, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed your weekend. Football is back. Hell yeah, very exciting for all of us who are still able to watch it, despite the fact that there are male cheerleaders now. Oh. Anyway, guys, I love you. I'll be back tomorrow. Talk to you soon.
This is exactly what everyone has been warning them about. This is the repercussion of voting against your own interest. This is the repercussion of hating people who do not hate you back. This is the repercussion of trying to make other people feel hurt and feel unsafe and feel pain when they have never, taught the same for you. This is what you get for, voting that immigrants, people who work for you, get deported. And now this, factories are now finding out. When we talk about the FAFO, this is exactly what it is, because now these factories are going down. Like, they are now looking for workers that can work with them at the same pay that they pay those immigrants. This is FAFO. Well, guys, so welcome back again to the channel. Let's go watch some of the clips I gathered for you guys, and I'll come back with the commentary. Credit to all creators on this video. So let's go watch, and please do well to drop your thoughts, like the video, and let's go watch. Let's go.
This is a soybean. Right now, millions of tons of these are sitting in fields just like this, with nowhere to go because of Washington's trade wars. Americans already pay 86% of the tariffs. And now, Washington's idea of a solution is to take even more of your money to bail out farmers for a problem that they created. If Washington won't be serious about helping the American people, I will. Soybeans aren't just food. They can become crayons, paints, candles, even road materials and machine lubricants. Every one of these is an opportunity for new small businesses right here in Tennessee. Local people helping local farmers. New businesses helping local communities. That's how we take back America. And if you send me to Washington, I'll clear the red tape.
This is my 39th crop. I started in 1986, the year I graduated high school. I could plant an acre of beans in 1986 for 30 bucks. It irritates me that you don't have the guts to acknowledge that the people do not pay the tariffs. I don't care if it's John Deere, Case, Caterpillar, all that stuff is outsourced overseas. And the guy that pays it is the guy that purchased it. I can buy a bearing for a combine, and it's made in Taiwan, or who knows where. Parts have over doubled in the last year, if you can get them. The dealer at Marshall has a backlog for almost 4 months because they can't get parts because of Trump's stupid tariffs. I think agriculture has taken a heck of a hit on a lot of misinformation, and he is not helping the farmer. I mean, we farm about 3,500 acres. We are going to be so far in the red. When are you going to stand up for us instead of kissing his ass for these trade deals? And the tariffs. More so the tariffs than the trade.
I don't know how many times I have to say it, but I feel that most of these people that voted against the immigrant workers in their factory, in their farms, in wherever, are now finding out. Because you talk about it, you name it, okay, these people legit came out and say, you know what, the best thing for us to do is to punish these people who has been helping us. People who have been helping to work in your farms, people who have been helping to make sure that your factory stays afloat. Okay, immigrant workers that do most of the job that your supervisors cannot do. They sit back in the office, take all the ACs and have fun, and yet the immigrant workers cannot even afford a luxury of that. They work night shift, morning shift. They try so hard to make sure that your factory, your your whatever, your firm, stays put, okay? And now you voted against them. What exactly were you expecting? Now, some of these countries, some of these factories, companies are now freaking out because nobody's showing up for work. Nobody's coming to work for them anymore. These are exactly what you all voted for. You guys wanted people to get deported, forgetting that you actually make use of immigrant labor. You make use of people who work for you and take low pay from you just because you felt that, oh, they do not have papers, we can actually use them as much as we want. And now that you are done, you are freaking out because nobody's showing up for work. Even the American workers who have been screaming everywhere, give us back our job, give us back American jobs, are nowhere to be found. They're not even ready to take up those jobs that you guys took away from those immigrant laborers, okay? Now you are freaking out. You need help. You need those people back. You need them to come back and work. If I am the one, I guess I will not come back to work for you because this was exactly what you wanted. You wanted me out of the way. You wanted these people to go home, okay? And now you want them to come back. How melodramatic is that? Like, how exactly were these people actually thinking that this was going to work out for them in the first place? Well, guys, it is what it is, okay? Take a look at this factory in Georgia. This woman legit caught eyes on the workers. Not only that she caught eyes on the workers that came to set up a firm, to set up a factory, so that her American people can have access to this place, work in this place, because they cannot set it up, okay? These people were groomed, okay, to start setting up factories. They know their onion, they know their thing. And now that thing that she did has resulted to the country, okay, losing lots and lots of money just because of one person's decision to play God in the life of other people. And now the country, the country is going to feel it. The state is going to feel it. Everybody is going to feel it because this money is a huge money that this particular company invested in this state, okay? And now she made that call and still bragging, making noise and saying that, oh, that she actually wants to help them, okay, so that they stop using them, that she feels that they've been used, plus that the fact that Americans need their job back, and she doesn't care. And yes, she's doubling down because she has deleted her previous account And now she has opened another one. Not only that, she still came back again to start talking about it over and over again. Talk about somebody who does not even care. Like, how can you make your country, your state, lose a lot of money? And to think that this particular woman is also somebody who is vying for a seat in the house, right? All of a sudden, she called for these people to get deported. These people are actually on their way back, right? Because the country can't even bother to, have their countrymen, okay, get detained for a job that they send them to go do, right? And they want to detain them. No, the best for them is to send them an airplane, take them back to their country so that they can have peace. Why the Hyundai farm might just factory might just stay back there until a decision is reached. But this woman keep bragging online, keep talking about it. Factories, companies are feeling the impact of deporting immigrants, okay? In the US right now, they are all feeling the impact, okay? In no time, you see shortages rolling out. We've seen farmer shortages rolling out, okay? Because they actually voted for immigrants to leave their country. And now they are all freaking out. But guys, let me know what you all think in the comment section. Please consider subscribing if you have not already, and don't forget to give the video a thumbs up so that more people can see it. And credit to all creators on this video. See you all on my next. Bye guys.